Hello everybody, my name is Gary and welcome back to Fairy Gary's World, where today I'm going to be digging out a mountain for the, whatever that thing is, that little apartment building I think? I don't know what that thing is, but it looks cool. It's in the quarry town. Now hopefully I can blow it up at least a little bit, too, with some TNT. Let me get some sand. I don't know where my gunpowder is. I think it might be in the chest in Quarry Town. We're just going to have to find out. So, yeah. I just need to do this now so I can do more interesting things in the future. Making room for rooms, you know? But, we gotta get there first. This is fun, isn't it? Yep, very fun. Yeah, I haven't been posting. I haven't posted a video in a little bit due to various reasons. Yesterday was my back pain that just pissed me off. But now I'm just tired. I'm not deprived of sleep, but I just feel tired. So, excuse me if I sound a little bit, tired. I'm sure you could guess that. But yeah, here we are at the, Quarry Town, almost. I still need to find an entrance. I still need to make an entrance, as well as do something over here. There it is. There's the building I've been talking about. That thing. I still am not sure what I want it to be. All I know is that it looks pretty cool. It's probably gonna have something below it too, because I can't have that. That looks spooky. Looks like the building could crumble in on itself if it has that little gap there. Let's get some TNT before I start digging my life away. Oh, I got 2 already, as well as 8 gunpowder. Do I have any more? I got 3 more. Oh, that's just great. That's whatever. Put some stuff away. Let me put a lot of stuff away. I have not cleaned my inventory since last time. So yeah, that should be good enough. Let's make some TNT. 4! That's amazing. That's a lot, really. I'm sure in real life 4... What? How big is a Minecraft block? 4 half-person sized blocks of TNT would be very dangerous, but this? Not all that much. So where should I start? As you can see, there's a lot of digging I have to do. I want to do this. I feel like this is going to be the annoying one. So let's surround you in TNT, or put the TNT surrounded by stone. Oh good, it didn't blow up my wall. That's great. Okay. I'm gonna blow this side up. Let's go in here too. My ears, they are bleeding. That hurt. That was painful. Ouch, again. This is a very realistic simulation of what would happen if you were to blow TNT in real life. Like, blow it up right next to your ear. Let's do this coal next for fun. There's all my TNT. It did blow something up here. There's all my TNT. At least I got experience from the coal. Alright, here comes the fun part, everybody. The TNT is over. The boring part, you know? The part nobody likes. The blowing shit up part is over. That's so yesterday. Now we're gonna be digging for a really long time. Just think about it. This is a healthy thing to do. Just as completing your assignments on time. That's a very good thing to do. You just don't want to do it, but you have to. So let's do this together. Okie dokie. Okay, well, I have to talk about something while I'm doing this. I can't just do this in silence. Plants. Ever heard of those things? They're green. They made a game based off of plants. They were awesome, that game. But, like, they're pretty cool. You know, plants, they aren't stupid, right? I mean, they're pretty dumb, but they're not stupid. They can actually, they have some very vague, very mild and minor awareness of the world. I learned this semi-recently. And it should be, I mean, obviously, they have to. They're sucking water up. There has to be some kind of awareness of, like, the world outside for it to do that. But it also knows when it doesn't have pain. A tree can't feel pain, obviously. But it knows when it's damaged, because it will fix the damage, which is pretty cool. And, hold on. And they did a study on these tomatoes. They diseased one is like part of a big system. It diseased one of the tomatoes, and it told the rest that, hey, I'm dying over here because of disease, and the others are like, all right, here's some extra water or something. What did trees do? They get glucose. Here's some extra glucose, some water, and then the tomatoes that weren't diseased, well, they toughen up their defenses. So that's pretty cool. And even though this does not have much to do with what I want to talk about, which is trees. Have I spoke about this before? The Japanese maple. I might have, but I mean, my life is not all that interesting, so I'm probably gonna have a bunch of repeat conversations to myself here while playing this game. So, what am I to say? Yeah, I have a my family, we have a Japanese maple that has been around since before I was born. It started out as a tiny little sapling, according to my mother, and now it's pretty big. It's been in a pot for like, what, 25 years? Longer? It's been before since I was alive, so that's pretty long. And it's been planted, finally, for a long time, for semi-while now, 5 years. But the reason why I mentioned that is because it's been in the pot for, oh, I don't know, 2 decades. That means all the roots in the root system is still in that pot shape. Now you may be wondering, oh, what's so cool about that? I want to move it. I want to take it out the ground and I want to move it. Not like to a different spot in this house. No, 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 no. When we one day finally move to Vegas, yeah, I want to live in Vegas. I want to live where it's dry, not cold like this. I'm fine with the cold in video games. I mean, look at this. I can't feel it. Can you? No. But in real life, I very much can. And even though it's spring, you know, everybody loves the spring. But you know what comes with spring? A storm. I mean, the weather's alright. But it still gets a little chilly. And pollen. Who likes pollen? Who likes not breathing for a whole season? I know I don't. I love not breathing, right? And I'm sure, I mean, there's a lot of pollen in Vegas too. And there's dust, which can contribute to that, but you won't be cold. Your nose won't be stuffy because it's chilly outside. That's what I like. I mean, there's the casinos, I guess, in the Strip, but, you know, it's warm. That's what I like about Vegas. But it's a Japanese maple, and anybody who might be familiar with these trees, I'm very doubtful that there's a botanist that watches me. But if there is, hi. Knows that you know, Vegas, it's in the desert, right? And I'd be very surprised if you don't know what Vegas is, but you know, it's in a desert, and it's what's that one thing that defines deserts? Could you remind? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's hot. So, honey, you might be wondering, how the hell is a Japanese maple gonna survive there? I've been giving it some thought, and my conclusion is, it can. You know, with my knowledge, with my plan. First, I feel like the toughest part, really, other than the dying of heat exhaustion, plant, I mean, is moving it from the ground it's firmly planted its ass in to a pot, so that it can be firmly planted somewhere else in some disgusting dust soil. But because this thing has been in a pot for 20 years, it's very contained, the roots, and digging it up won't damage it, right? So that should be relatively easy. Although I did learn that if you're gonna do that, do it during the fall, because it don't grow in the fall. The roots, I mean, it goes to sleep. The tree sleeps. That's how you know trees are living. That's how you know they got some sort of consciousness. They sleep. They need sleep just like us. So, although instead of having like days, like at nighttime, they sleep for a month or something. I don't know. But doing that will make the tree be asleep. It will stop growing. This will be reduced. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because I'm sure nobody's going to be using this information. I mean, it's not even tested yet. It's not even like a foolproof plan yet. Well, it's foolproof, I mean. But it's not, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know if it works. But I'm sure it will work. This Japanese maple has survived many a heat waves. Oh, fuck, I forgot. There's creepers in this game, huh? Should probably close this. I'd be pissed if a creeper blew up all my wool. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Alright. Yeah, that was quite fast. The TNT barely helped. Anyway. Oh boy, I don't know how big I want this thing to be. Obviously bigger than this, but I don't know. Let's make this this area the whole headquarters. Headquarters, living quarters, every quarter. It's like a depressed person's room. It's your every room. Yeah, if you feel called out, you should. Anyway, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Anyway, back to the tree. So, moving it is easy. But then, there's the issue of, oh no, it's not a weed, which means it's picky about what it's planted in. It can't survive. Well, it maybe could, but it's not ideal. The natural Nevadian, the Las Vegas soil. Nevada's a very big place. There's different kinds of soil. But specifically, Las Vegas soil is just essentially just a bunch of compacted dust. Oh, I don't have any food, do I? I should have prepared. I have this rotten flesh. I guess I have to go into cannibalism to survive. Oh well. It's not like they're using this meat anyway. The zombies, I mean. If I start starving, I'm going to eat this. Okay, I promise. So the maple tree can't survive in the in the dirt. Hold on. In the dirt. I don't think... What is it? It's not acidic enough for the plant. But I have a plan for that too. Right? All you gotta do is just dig out a giant spot, a giant hole in the yard of whatever future house I'm gonna be living in, and put your own soil in. It's that easy. It makes sense though. So, you got that part down, you got this next part, second part down. What else? Oh yeah, it's hot. So, it needs afternoon shade so that it doesn't just catch fire. I mean, it's not gonna do that, but it's definitely gonna die. Or at least get sunburned. Do trees have sunscreen? But, yeah, afternoon shade, that's simple. What about wind? Las Vegas is a very windy place, and it's dry wind. Just find a spot where it's not that windy. Put it, I mean, you gotta, I think, put it on what? The side of the house that has morning sun. I feel like that's a good spot for it to get lots of sun in the morning. But after that, you got moisture to worry about. The Japanese maple, it's a pretty hardy plant, but it's also, it's from a mountain, and mountains aren't that hot. So, on top of that soil, my idea is you get a bunch of mulch, and you put it on the top of the soil. If you don't know what mulch is, it's basically, you know, the wood chip stuff you would see at your kindergarten. It's wood chip stuff you would see at kindergarten, in like the playground. Yet, the reason why that's going to be there is because it's going to help keep moisture, keeping the plant moist in the very dry and arid climate of Vegas. It's very much, I think it's very much possible. And I'm gonna, the day it happens, the day when I finally get a house in Vegas, the whole family gets a house in Vegas, right? Once we as a collective accumulate enough swag in the bank to buy a house, we're gonna move the plant. It's a very special plant to everybody here. It's very cool too. It's two colors. It's red and green. Half red, half green. It's really cool. Yeah. So I've got a plan to do that. And I think I might set up a sprinkler system in Vegas, so we don't have to stand in the sun. Like, I mean, we want to keep the plants alive, right? But we're not their slaves, so we're not going to stand out there in the sun for them. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Yeah, so that's my plan. If you're maybe a botanist, can tell me if that's a good plan, or just really a smart gardener. What is a botanist? Is that just like a fancy way to say gardener? I feel like they're different, right? Like a botanist, they can tell you what kind of plants there are, but does that mean they can also be very good at taking care of them? I'm not sure. Well, I've in that time where I was ranting about trees, while digging stone, a very different thing to trees, I've made a big hole. Wow. I know. Yeah, give me that award now. Give me a golden star and a ribbon. What do you want? Where is he? I think he killed himself. Sweet. Oh. Oh, there he is. I thought you killed yourself. Oh well. I did it for him. Okay. Oh boy. Look at all these monsters. There's a lot of them. That's an ugly sore I gotta address one day. Both of my sand spots. I really wish I didn't dig them out, but at the same time, I had to. I need glass. Glass is a very good resource. Or block, I mean. One day, I promise, in the future, I will explore the rest of my map. Let me show you, before I continue, because this is boring. You see that? You see the corners of my map? I'm gonna fully explore that one day. Just not today, or tomorrow, or the day after, or the week after. Just whenever I feel like it. Alright? Whenever time tells... Whenever some... I don't know what to say here. Whenever Sister Fate tells me to do that. To go explore. Right? Who knows? Maybe I'll get a brick thrown through my window that tells me to explore, and I'll take that as a sign. A very clear and obvious sign that something wants me to explore something. Alright, gravel. You're great. I love you, gravel. That was a lie. Okay. Look at that. This thing has been dug out some more. That's impressive. I know. It is impressive. I should make a chest. So I can have a place to store my wonderful rocks. Okay, I need some wood. Just make a double chest. 1, 2. Okie dokie. Put this here. Let's deposit my rocks and stones in here. This too can go in there. Okay, okay. You know what? What am I doing? I should... You fuck off now, Mr. Skeleton. What'd I just say? You know, the state's gonna be on my side with that one. You attacked first. That was self-defense. I was saying. You see that wonderful tall where is he? I was gonna say that tall glass of water, that creeper, but he's gone. Oh. Well, fuck you too then. I was gonna kill him. Like, come on. Why did he run away? I was just gonna kill him. For his gunpowder. Should have done that earlier. Oh well. Okay, let's keep digging. Maybe when it turns night again, I will kill some creepers. Yeah, that sounds great. I'd do that in real life too, but I might not have a good reason to do that. I might go to jail for a long time if I do that, because I have a bunch of people on a list, a bunch of creepers. I mean, that I would very much love to do what I do in Minecraft to them, but I also have a life, so I don't think I will. I think I sound different. I haven't talked in a while. Besides a minor amount of talking with my mother when I'm helping her with stuff. So I think I might sound different. I don't know. Maybe I just sound more unhappy. But I'm not unhappy. I'm very happy. That wasn't sarcasm. My sarcasm is very hard to pick up on, but that wasn't sarcasm. And I'm genuinely being genuine. Which I know sounds sarcastic, but I'm really not. Right. Maybe I speak better English. Okay, disprove that instantly. I was gonna say maybe I speak better English now. Nope. I have been watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, that's what it's called. That's a good show. It's a real classic. It's not like the very first Adult Swim. Wasn't Adult Swim created for Aqua Teen Hunger Force? It wasn't created for it, but it was like one of the firsts to be on Adult Swim. It was a Cartoon Network show at first, right? That aired at very, very late hours, and then they made Adult Swim. And then it was an Adult Swim production. It's been great ever since. Okay, hold on. Okay. I have the first season on DVD. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I'm gonna rewatch it. The first episode is kinda... It's not that good, actually. But that's to be expected. It's the very first episode. Usually they're not that good in a lot of shows. Or, I mean, they can be very good, like the first episode. Like the first episode of SpongeBob. But usually it's very hit or miss when it comes to shows, and especially cartoons. First episode can be amazing, or it can just kind of be okay. Aqua Teen Hunger Force falls in the latter. And Carl sounds weird in the first episode. First few actually, I think. I think he has like a speech impediment. Or like, that was a weirder accent, but, you know, like episode 4 or something? He got his classic voice. I don't know why I'm talking about cartoons now, but there's that. I mean, there's not much else to talk about here, because I'm just digging. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna make this... Let's talk about Minecraft now. Cold hard flipping Minecraft. I need this pickaxe. This is it's gonna have a kitchen, living quarters, a bathroom, one for all the workers who work in the quarry town. I don't know if this quarry is still functioning or if it's defunct, but you know, it's here. Still gotta find... I forgot to say this in the beginning, but if you have an idea of your own, go ahead and comment that down below. I will read it. I will put your name on a sign if it's good and I build it. And that's it. That's all I want. But I was gonna say, what can I do to make this quarry, like the crane's existence, justifiable? We've got this like railway, but it could just be from... We could have just made a tunnel. Like, what about what could be over there, right? Give me a couple ideas of what this crane can lead to, so it can be cool. I mean, it just looks cool. I guess that's the only reason why it's here. But I like to have ideas of like, oh, it's here because of this. It's more fun like that. It is my world, so I should come up with the ideas, right? But I'm tired. It's been a tiring week, okay? It's been a very tiring week. So excuse me for not being super creative right now. Let's dig out a couple more 1,000 layers, and then, I don't know, I'll stop the video. I don't know, I wonder what's in there. That little cave. Very spooky looking cave, isn't it? Alright. Keep digging this for a while. I like computers. I like playing games on consoles more, but I like computers. Only games I really play on my computer is online games, because it's free. Alright? You expect me to pay monthly just to like get screamed at in an online game? No. But the thing I did is just customize my computer a bit. And here's the thing I did. I made it look like Windows Vista. Yes. You may be wondering why. It's really pretty. Windows Vista is controversial, I would say. I mean, that's an understatement. But it is also like very pretty. Like, yeah, Windows 7 is really nice too. It's basically nearly the same thing, but Windows Vista is just, oh, that tiny bit prettier. They really like that glass style with Vista. I didn't do the whole thing to be like completely Vista. The only thing I really like from Vista is like the I think the glass on the windows is a bit different. But the main thing I got from there is just, well, like the booting screen or whatever. The booting screen, the login screen. The what's it called? The taskbar. I like the taskbar of Vista way more than 7. It's just a lot nicer. I like the dark. I like the black. It's nice. Very sleek. But other than making my computer look like a older operating system, I also made custom icons for a couple applications because I'm weird like that. I give way too much thought, like, to things that most people don't give thought to. There's a font. There's a font I like, right? I really like. I made my system that font, right? But you know what that font didn't have? It didn't have a bold face. It didn't have the thicker letters. It doesn't have a light face either, which I haven't, doesn't exist because I haven't made it yet. And this does. And yes, me saying that does directly imply that I made a bold version of that font. Most people wouldn't care, but I really like that font. It's nautical, slightly nautical themed. It's free as well. It's under some sort of free license, so it's perfectly legal for me to redistribute it. That's great. Yeah. I wonder if this says anything about my brain chemistry. I'm not sure. I'm no psychologist. Maybe there's a psychologist watching me. But I wonder if my obsession with making things like you know, being super hyper fixated on fonts out of nowhere, just because I really liked how that one font looked, means anything about my brain chemistry. I truly wonder sometimes. But I don't wonder enough to check, so. Where's my pickaxe? Okay. Usually I'd be talking more about the game, but what is there to what is there to say about the game right now? Right? There's not much to say, so I'm just talking about other things I did that were interesting, I guess. Might be interesting to somebody. Let me try and go back to my classic ways of commentating the game. You know how I was like, oh, I would like to make this blue. Oh, I'd like to make this go in up a bit more. I'm gonna put wood here. Let's do that. Oh, I'm digging stone. Right. Okay. All right. Yep. We did this one. Okay. Now we're gonna do this one. Yep. Okay. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that's correct. Indeed, satisfactory. All right. We just did one layer of stone. Time to move on to the next one. See, I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I'm making this really pretty by removing the stone. You know what I mean? It's like you can't do this in real life. That's why I play this game, because it's fantastical, right? And it's stone. What kind of stone? Who knows? I'm not a geologist. That's the people who study stones, right? It's just, this is stone. It would be cool to have, you know what they should add? They should add a green stone. Yes, green ones. Or an orange one. An orange one would be nice. What about blue? Yeah, blue would be cool. Literally. It's in terms of color temperature. Yeah, there's not much here. It's just stone. You don't really... It's just gray. It's gray stone. Right? There's not much to talk about here right now. It's just... Oh, wow, look, it's a rock. The rock's gone. And it's clouding up my inventory. I don't know if clouding's a word, but it is now. I like this stone. Block. You know, thinking about the game and what they add, I don't know. Ooh. More fantasy stuff. Yeah. This game has a very generic fantasy style to it. Very generic. Zombies, skeletons, spiders, giant ones. The dragon, yeah. I don't know what the Endermen are, but they're fantasy, probably. I really like that. The game should definitely, thought I heard something. The game should definitely stick with just fantasy. The game does not need realism. Realism, I mean. Yeah, it just doesn't need it. It doesn't need too much of it. I think some of the title updates I've installed here, they've changed the terrain system. They changed the way it appears, right? I like the old one. I made a new world with the new world just to do some flying around in, just to see what it's like. And I like the old one, like before they changed it. Like with the big mountains and stuff and the wacky little square block mountain. It's awesome. It's great. The new ones, it has some cool stuff occasionally. I mean, since it's the Xbox 360, I think it generates everything closely, like the biomes and stuff, so you're guaranteed to get some cool stuff. But it's not like as consistently cool as the old way of doing it, so it's a damn shame they changed that. They should have just upgraded it instead of reworking it. I feel like that can be said for a lot of things, actually. You don't need to change something completely. If it works, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just improve it. Like, look at Windows 8. I hate Windows 8. End of story. That's how you know that's how you know how well they handled that. All right. Spider. Die. There we go. Okay, this is... Am I done? Should I be done? I don't want to be done, because it's not done. Wow, we're going to actually go outside this mountain. Wow, this is a very square, weird, chunky mountain. I feel like I should be done for now. I might continue it off camera. Probably not. I have things to do off camera. Maybe I'll make a part 2. Who wants that, huh? That sounds fun, doesn't it? Alright. I guess this is it for now. Yeah. Let's get a good angle of my handiwork here. Yeah, that's a good angle of my handiwork. Well, that was, it's been fun coming back. I miss doing this. Hopefully my back won't hurt anymore. But, other than that, thanks for watching. Goodbye.